right, welcome to ESI2. This is week 2, Group A. Probably one of the biggest match we're gonna see in this tournament, if I'm being honest. We have Feinberg, Molly G, Crooks, and Cube, and I am joined to commentate this match by Fulham. Hello.
Hello. Coming off the back of us going up to the Premier League in about 5 minutes ago, and getting COVID in the same day, my voice is a little bit worse for wear. But I've got 2 packs of Strepsils. I've got a good cup of tea. I've got 3 bottles of water within hand, like within reach. So I am hoping that I will be able to provide as good a commentary as ever today. Really, really looking forward to this match. I even made some notes pre-match just to be able to make sure I had everything set up and ready. Got some stats about these players going on in the background. Everything's gonna be all nice and prepared for this one. Gonna be less scuffed than I usually am in the booth.
Nice. And yeah, excited to see like 3 of the current best Minecraft speedrunners and Molly G go head to head in this match.
Wow, wow! Coming out with the burns straight off the rip, Antoine. Okay.
I had that was the only one I had prepared. No, it's all you.
Okay, well, I mean, we're just a few seconds away from this seed starting now,
Yeah,
and
and we can actually take a look at the seed. And so it looks like it's gonna be a pretty good one, I think. I mean, looking
yeah,
at
look at that.
the blaze rates, for example, yeah.
Woo! 6 for 6. That's crazy. 30
Yeah.
pearls from just 4 blocks of gold and a stack of string and fire res.
Those rates. Honestly, so all I did
No
for these
way.
seeds was make sure that they are zero cyclable because I know that we're gonna see some zero cycles from these guys. And honestly, the blaze rates are just complete coincidence.
Yeah, 9 out of 10 people here, I think, given how close the fortress is to 0-0, you're probably going to play fortress first,
I mean,
and
the
then look
bastion
to
is
play...
not that far either. It might
It
be
is,
just a
but-
bastion, yeah.
Yeah, but the bastion is just a little bit closer to the, what I'm thinking
Yeah,
is
that's
Portal Room
true.
2. It's just going to be less distance to travel afterwards. But it's only going to need 4 blocks of gold, so there's never going to be a need to task overlap unless you're really looking for that extra string, and it already shows you how much string you're going to be getting. So,
Yeah.
hey, I mean, you never know. First flint as well, off
Yeah.
the rip.
I mean,
You've
there's a
got the
rune
shipwreck
portal, so
and the
maybe...
buried treasure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one, I think. So we can switch
Yeah, we
back
could-
to the run of scouting, and yeah, it's basically. So I agree that yeah, it's definitely fortress first. You're right.
Oh yeah, look at that spawn. Fortress first, 6 for 6 on your blazes. You can run these strays and really look to try and take advantage of those blaze rates early, and then head to the bastion as your second structure to hit. Feinberg has checked the chest and has realized that it's got a nice amount of loot. And is he going straight away? No. Okay, he was just
No shot.
reloading to check where the to ensure he knew what was in that chest.
Yeah.
But yeah, looks like, is this triple stables as well, or is this housing? No, it's housing, right?
Yeah, I think it's housing. And how many completions? So judging by like the RNG and the structures, how many completions do you think we're gonna see? Also keep in mind it's zero cyclable.
Well, bear in mind that Cube was one of the only runners in week 1 to be able to finish a seed 5 times alongside Mustard. He also had the fastest run in both of his seeds, 1 and 2. I
is
can
true.
imagine that given this seed, we're probably going to see, I would guess, more than 5. I think
Ooh.
that I think we're going to probably see 6 completions come out from one of these 4 runners. I don't know who, but I think it's whoever's going to start the earliest is going to probably get the most completions. These guys don't need a lot of scouting for this, I don't think. This is a very simple,
Very straightforward, yeah.
yeah,
Maybe,
really straightforward.
The only thing maybe you need to scout for is the way to the bastion, because it is kind of a wall, so you need to find an efficient way to get there. Maybe find some
Yeah.
gold in the fortress chest and make a pickaxe. Yeah, many different plays that you can make there.
Potentially so. I've got a good feeling that some of these runners won't zero cycle because of the caged end. But
Oh, was it
Molly G is,
caged?
yeah, it is caged at least from the front. Molly didn't check behind him.
Okay.
Maybe could be something behind, but yeah, it does seem like he would be able to zero cycle this though. Looks like he knows exactly what he's doing here. We're starting to see 3 minutes and 40 of scouting. Is he going to get straight on into this? It does look like he's going to just start his runs at this early time, and yeah, that's a really, really good time to get going. Given that he only completed 2 runs in his first seed of week 1, definitely could see him looking to improve on that and potentially go for 4 or 5 here.
Yeah.
Or like I say, potentially even 6, because this seed is out of this world.
I don't even remember if the
comparison.
website allows, at least visually, having 6 seed completed. I think the CSS might have a slight issue, according to Nayer. But we'll see.
Oh no. I think I would not be surprised. I mean, look, we have 4 of the absolute top runners here. Be that RSG or in this tournament itself. These guys are immense. And Molly G is heading down to this buried treasure now. And it looks like the other 3 are... Oh, apologies. Crooks has also just started his run as well. So, looking pretty good here. Gonna have to see exactly what's gonna happen
So
here.
apparently
He's gonna take some damage.
The end is a 1 in 8. I actually didn't see this when I checked the seed. Maybe I didn't have the mod on properly or something, because I thought it was just Front Dragon. But
Right.
it looks like
Okay.
they're still going for it. Like Molly and Feinberg did check for the 1 in 8, so could work.
Yeah, it seems sensible. It's interesting to see how these guys are managing with the buried treasure. Crooks deciding to take the damage, Molly G deciding to make doors, and Feinberg deciding to make a pressure plate.
Yeah.
Of course, you can use that pressure plate later on for exactly what Crooks is doing in the bottom right now. Being able to blow up the tree is going to speed him up a tiny bit. Molly G, on the other hand, going to be entering this nether at just over the 2-minute mark. So, good pace for him.
Yeah, I think the wooden pressure plate is definitely the play here. As you said, he can just reuse it later. Oh,
Yeah,
and doesn't even need to make a shovel because he knows that it's 1 in 1 on
First
flint. Yeah.
of course. Very, very smart.
Oh, that is sick.
Something that I guess either the other runners forgot or just didn't really consider. First flint, why make a shovel? No need. You're never going to use a shovel for the rest of this run.
Oh no. Okay. Crooks just slightly fell in lava here.
A little bit of damage. And Cube has also started his run, by the way. Also using that wooden pressure plate to get us going here. Feinberg running over to this lava pool just like Crooks, but we saw Molly G decided to dig down, actually. I didn't see that part of his route, but he did go for an underground lava pool rather than this overworld one that seems pretty linear. And it does look like it's paid off for Feinberg and getting him in this nether at 140. That's a good 20-25 seconds faster. Just probably going to be heading straight for the spawner. Only going to need 6 spawns, so could be done in 2-3 cycles here.
Yeah, and the spawns are actually seed-based, so if they mine some blocks, they are going to get the same amounts. And I guess the first wave will always be the same amount for every runner as well. So they could even go as deep as to memorize Blaze spawning positions.
To, dig out. Yeah,
I don't think it will go this deep, but they could.
And we can see Cube entering at 145 as well. The rivalry for nether entries at least seems to have swung in the favor of HBG. Of course, we've got 2 HBG runners in this group and 2 GNG runners.
Oh, right. I didn't even realize
a little 2v2. These guys aren't just running for their own pride. They're running for their team. They're running for, the viewers. They're running for... There's a lot on the line here. There's a lot on the line.
True.
So... Of course.
Oh, and Molly has found some terrain to get to that.
It's really nice.
Bastion.
That's really nice.
And it's gonna be
Crooks,
such pace, especially if he can. Well, I'm guessing the portal build is not gonna be directly in the bastion, so you will have to exit. But if you can pearl hang, that could be absolutely huge.
yeah, only needs to really get 4 or so blocks here, so he's not really going to worry too
True.
much about. I assume what he did actually was scout out the top chest so that he could maybe find the one with the most gold. It just means that you get your trade started a little bit quicker. The piglins are done.
Oh,
He's
imagine
going
you
to
don't even
obviously grab some more.
you don't even do the housing route. You just get the 3 Q route blocks, and that's it. Just
And that's
throw it
it.
all out.
I mean,
yeah.
it's a route. It's a genuine opportunity, and it does look like Crooks enters his bastion and enters the route at 4:30 here. Feinberg leaving this bastion, gonna head over. Now this pace,
Oh,
as I
Feinberg's
say,
pace
is crazy good.
yeah.
Entering the bastion sub 4, knows the blind coords. This is probably gonna be looking like a 7.5, 8 minute completion here.
Yeah, I mean, let's not jinx it, but it really looks insane. And he gets those extra pigs. Oh, he's gonna be out of that bastion super fast, especially if he knows that he doesn't need to mine all 8 blocks.
Yeah,
I mean,
there
he
wouldn't be a
just
need to
will.
mine all 8 blocks.
Because
You may do still to aggro and good for zero cycle and such.
Exactly.
But he could definitely mine them all and then leave early, for example, or hang a pearl rather than mining some. And we can see Molly G still in this bastion, though, at 5:57. Going to take a little bit slower, pre-crafting beds and such. Going to look for his way out now. Does he remember where it is? He has to throw this pearl.
Did he just pearl into a hoglin?
Pearls onto the hoglin. It's an interesting way of knocking
Nice.
it back, but it does the job, I guess.
Yeah.
And Crooks also is ready to head out. Does throw a nice clutch pearl there, as it looks like he was falling to his death. Has food still retained on his hotbar, and is going to head over to these blind coords. About 30 seconds faster than Molly G's pace at the moment.
And Feinberg is out as
Feinberg
well.
also
on a
leaving.
much better pace than everybody else.
5
Oh,
flat.
wow.
Pearling over to his the coordinates to get him into the portal room here.
You know, he's just going for
Very,
8
very
completions
nice.
here. That's, yeah.
And it's a genuine possibility. Of course, don't forget, across week 1, Crooks had the fastest completion out of these 4 players, and I think across the whole tournament with a 7:47.
Yeah,
in
it has been
one
beaten
seed.
since, but it was the fastest completion at the time.
And we can see Crooks about to enter at the same time as Molly, and pretty much the same time as Fine. But don't forget, these guys have different in-game times and different, different RTAs. We're going to see them all dig up right now at the same time. However, they all started the run at slightly different times. Cube also entering the portal room. And Cube is on an amazing pace. Cube faster than Feinberg right now.
Actually,
It looks like the player that started the latest is
only
potentially
Molly is
going
going
to
for
finish
0.
first.
So
Feinberg isn't, neither is Cube. Molly could bring this back with a good 0 cycle here on the
Yeah.
1-8. Good first bed.
oh wow.
Pretty good damage.
How many pets does he have? Wow,
Doesn't look
and
like he's
that's gonna be
have
it.
enough.
That's gonna
First
be
completion.
it. Sub 9 first completion.
Goes to Molly. And
Holy.
very low 9.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like any
Half
of the
a
other runners
heart.
are going for 0 cycle either. And that's going to be big because I think Molly being able to 0 on that, on that 1-8, while the other runners aren't attempting to, that's really going to be big. Because
yeah.
even though maybe that first run was 8 minutes long, Molly made some mistakes. He definitely, I definitely think his route was slightly slower to dig down for the lava pool. But in comparison, we also see him make like a wood axe here and go for doors rather than the
pressure plates.
wooden pressure plate that we saw all of the other runners doing.
Feinberg is gonna get a
Definitely.
faster time though.
He is, but I think Moldy's going to improve his route. I don't think Feinberg is going to be able to improve his route much better unless he gets, unless he goes for 0. And we can see Cube in the bottom right also gets the perch obviously at the same time, and it's going to be
And
a low
Crooks as
7
well.
completion.
Oh my god, that is 4 completions already. All sub 9, and we have 2
All of
sub
them.
8. Cube got a 704 without 0 cycle. Imagine
Yep.
with 0 cycle. That is
If he zeros,
absolutely.
we're talking
We're talking
low
sub
six
six.
there.
Yeah, low six,
Yeah,
sub six maybe. Oh
and
my god.
I'm honestly a little bit gutted to see that he's not looked at it. But you see Crooks actually going to root the seed for 15 seconds before jumping straight into the next one. Is that going to help him out in this next run? Are we going to see him shave off some more time here? Definitely could do. There we go. We see Feinberg knowing that one gravel tech, going to go straight in and use the wooden pressure plate to grab that gravel.
Alright, points are now up to date on the board, and yeah, we can see 704 from Cube. And the slowest run currently is Crooks with 832, and I'm actually surprised because he seemed to be on better pace than Molly originally. But obviously that zero cycle really coming in
helped
clutch.
out.
Yeah.
Certainly so. We can see Crooks also going for that first try flint there.
Yeah.
Of course, these guys are allowed to have access to their own chats, so of course, no spoilers. However, I'm sure that strategies could be improved over time.
We have tried to still try to reduce backseating a bit because that has also been a slight issue in previous matches.
That's fair.
Not necessarily having bigger chats, but just having like just one or two very skilled runners come help you in your chat being super helpful.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that some of those runners just didn't go for zero cycle on the first attempt because you want to secure that first run and, you know, get a completion. That's what a lot of runners have been doing. And maybe as the runs progress, they want to go for zero cycle more and try to take more
potentially
risks. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe so. Crooks, I think, there with the fastest nether entry across all of the 8 nether entries that we've seen so far in this 15 minutes. We're a quarter of the way through the seed, and we've seen, you know, like we're about to probably see 8 completions in
No, there's
a very
absolutely
short
no
space
way.
of time.
If we see 6, that's already insane. That means like basically flawless runs. Like there's no way we see more than 6. Surely.
Surely we don't see more than 6. Molly here gonna be using this terrain to try and get up to the bastion, and we can see him probably enter this at around about 3 minutes.
Oh wow.
3:30, yeah, 3:45 roughly is where we're gonna see him enter this bastion, because I think it's just around this corner, if I remember correctly.
Right. Yeah, it is. So just sub 4. Just gonna take that one chest. I don't think any of those chests have gold because I've seen Feinberg break the double chest and I don't think I saw gold.
That's fair.
And I think actually, yeah, I like the play of not going for QE route because you don't need that many blocks, but also maybe having those extra pigs could help. Like maybe the one block Q route actually would help in this situation.
Maybe. And I think that...
How many pigs on average
Cube
did that
damaged
do?
here. Two hearts. Aggro Piglin's going to have to punch this one back, trying to avoid it. Really good play there. 1 heart left. And still toggling up to hard. Played that really well.
Oh, yeah.
The potential to die, but just took it in his stride, and that was really, really good.
He was just distributing punches here. That was actually so funny to see. And yeah, he managed to make his way down.
And Crooks... Is Crooks going for manhunt route? I didn't actually notice that before, but he came from the different direction, and I didn't actually I didn't see.
That might be a thing.
He may have gone down both stairs, but I actually didn't notice. If maybe that manhunt route could have been what takes these guys apart.
That is true, but they're still super close, despite all the differences in routing. They are so close to each other.
Cube?
On an entry.
Ready to leave now. Having left the bastion already, I think we're going to see Cube take an advantage here. Molly G also leaving, Feinberg leaving too, Crooks heading back up the bastion, getting ready to leave as well. These guys all, again, very, very similar pace.
That is the best start of a match I've ever seen. Everybody is just on the same pace, doing the same things. Nobody's making any mistakes. It is so insane to see.
It does make sense. It does track. These guys were the top 4 runners in week 1, getting, 15, 14, 13, and 12 points respectively.
Yeah.
Just really, really good.
Cube did take a lot of damage, so he's not going to be able to zero cycle here. And he doesn't have any food left, so he might not be able to even pearl to the middle. But that shouldn't be an issue because they know when the dragon perches, so they can start approaching the fountain when the time comes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Feinberg,
and I think we'll see Cube
well.
do that. Crooks blind traveling. Molly's travel to this stronghold is not as fast as the other runners.
Because he left really before Feinberg and Crooks, and he left basically at the same time as Cube, so should be in the end by now.
Should really, but unfortunately not going to.
Oh, he only has 7 Obi.
Oh no!
Oh, that is a big issue. So he probably pearl hung to his stronghold location and is now going back to the bastion. Oh, that makes sense,
but that's a poor oversight from Molly. Maybe breaking the wrong chest from Manhunt Housing. I mean, we did see he broke a different one last time. He broke the single, but this time breaking the double on the right side. Fine, Crooks and Cube all in the end waiting for this perch. I think we might be able to see him grab some obby from.
I think maybe the double bottom chests. Oh yeah, it was this
crying.
One. Right?
That one had crying. I think he's gonna have to go up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, he's dead.
1 heart now as well. Oh.
Okay.
Just about able to survive, but this still isn't ideal.
What? What?
I don't know what that play was. Maybe he was just happy to reset.
I am very confused. But... Yeah, but we have 3 runners in the end. Cube doesn't have Obsidian. He's gonna do Slab Cycle.
No way, man.
I haven't seen that in a while, but I mean, whatever works, it surely worked here. What?
This man is crazy.
On half a horse as well.
Bro, like, we're gonna see Crooks
Feinberg just beat his time, by the way.
A little bit of improvement. Bang on 7:30. Improving his own time, securing that second place a tiny bit more.
Crooks
messing up the 1 cycle?
Yeah,
does he have damage to finish it off?
He does.
Ooh, just about. And a big improvement on his own time.
Yeah, it could have been the fastest time.
Faster than Cube's, but not able to. 7:19, pushing himself into that second fastest completion.
Indeed. So that will be 2 for everybody but Molly so far. And we have the +2 bonus now coming in for Crooks.
And the +1 going to Feinberg.
Exactly.
Meaning Molly is currently in the treacherous position of only having 1 completion and no bonus points. That death there really set him back some, and this dig down spot, I'm not sure about it.
Yeah, and unfortunately,
running in the overworld is slightly better.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see him switch his route because he probably thinks that it's the best and maybe hasn't even seen the lava pool.
Maybe didn't spot the overworld lava pool.
I see some people saying, what the fuck? I don't know what happened. I feel very clueless because of what chat is saying right now.
And now we're getting a lot of Sag. Oh my gosh. Oh, it just got added to 7TV. That makes sense.
Oh, okay. Bro, don't scare me like this. I thought somebody died or something.
Yeah.
Let's go. Okay, now they're adding all the emotes. Let's go.
Here we go.
Meanwhile, Cube and Molly in the net. Oh, Molly killing some strays. That could be huge, actually.
Yeah, getting these strays early is really important, actually, I think. I think it's more important than going to the spawner. I think that strays are going to be the way that you're going to be able to find this. You know, you can head towards the bastion and kill the strays, but only if you get those few at the start. If
you enter the nether on 5 RD, knowing you spawn on a fortress, does that give you, like, super extra... Oh.
Game crash, maybe?
Maybe? Hello?
Doesn't look like a stream crash, just looks like a game crash, which is unfortunate.
Yeah. The game crash. It's gonna be
really annoying.
Yeah, it's gonna be a minute time loss, but it should be fine. Should re-enter his world, I think.
starting right back at the start of his run.
Oh,
Hmm.
that is unfortunate.
Not sure what the protocol is for this, but that is very unfortunate on behalf of Crooks.
Was he actually just in a run when the game crashed, or was he resetting? Because if he was resetting, he only lost maybe like 30 seconds to a minute, which is not that big of a deal. If he was actually in an actual run, he should be given like 3 extra minutes. Yeah.
So I guess we will we'll cross that bridge when we come to it towards the end of the towards the end of the time. So don't stress that out too much. Yeah, these guys all grabbing their blaze rods now. Crooks continuing to carry on with the seed, which is of course the right play. That is going to mean that we're going to have slight disparity between these runners' locations in the world. We're going to be seeing everyone at different spots, probably for the first time. Cube going to break a gold block on the way down, or a gilded blackstone even, and get into this housing route. Feinberg also getting to the housing. 341, breaking both double chests there, grabbing some extra materials. Could be important. Getting in a bit of extra crying obby, maybe going for the zero cycle setup potentially we could see from Feinberg.
Oh wow, the amount of pearls on Molly's screen feels like all the trades are just pearls.
Yeah, there's a hell of a lot of pearls.
Right, killing that piglin here. Yeah, I think Feinberg's
Having another
pace
gold
just
block.
always so fast going into the bastion.
Yeah,
Wait,
Feinberg just
Cube...
ready effectively to leave. Cube
Cube
also
leaving
leaving
before Feinberg actually. It's better pace. It's by like
4 minutes
10
20.
seconds. Yeah.
That's really, really impressive. And Feinberg, as you say, leaving about 4 minutes and 30 here. Getting bodied by a few hoglins here. 4 or 5 right in the middle of the housing. Gonna have to divert his route a little bit, slowing him down just a tiny bit more. Does come through the other side unscathed.
What is Cube's end entry gonna be?
Oh!
Misplaced some obby here.
Misplaced a couple of obby, and we saw that he had no obby left last time. That did scare me. But he does seem to be okay. He does have some spares.
Is that sub 5 enter
end?
end?
The end sub 5 minutes.
No way! Imagine his zero cycles like this. That is... How?
Zero cycle could lead to a sub 6.
That is so incredible. And he looks at that dragon. He knows it's 1 in 8, but I don't think he will go for it. I don't think he will go for it in future runs. I think he's just comfortable with you know, keep getting those sub 5, sub 6 entries.
Yeah, I think he would be okay with that.
Yeah.
Feinberg entering end around 5:35 here, and Molly G entering end at about 6:20, 6:30, and ready for the zero cycle, which we can't say for any of the other runners, which makes it such a big deal. Crook's going to show the manhunt route here, just to see the difference. That's quite interesting.
If Molly wasn't going for that zero cycle, I would almost already call that he would lose this first seed. But just because of the zero cycle, I think that there is a big chance that he could get...
There is a chance that he does well. Cranking out with the soul sand here.
Yeah, let's see it.
Probably going to look to improve his... Oh, no!
Molly G gravel incident. Oh my god! The bolt clutch!
Oh, this man is crazy! He is out of this fucking world!
Wow! Cube 1 cycling, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Slightly missed, but should be completely fine.
I can't deal with that. Oh,
wait. Oh,
he had to reset, but that clutch was just so... Oh my gosh, if he had one extra bit of food or something. Crooks also needing to take a full damage clutch there. Oh my gosh. I feel bad for the fact that Molly is securely in last place right now. We've just seen Cube finish out his 3rd run.
6:51, by the way. Fastest run so far.
Wow. Feinberg looks like he's going to finish off with around about another 7:30. As long as he finishes off this one cycle here. Yeah, another roughly 7:30. Being very consistent with the run pace. Um,
Yeah. I don't know where. Oh, Crooks probably lost a bit of pace when he scouted again, plus the unfortunate crash.
yeah,
Otherwise, he is
certainly so.
basically on pace with everybody else, given this crash.
Ugh.
So I told Crooks to keep running during the overtime, and so if he completes a run in the first maybe 2 or 3 minutes, we will most likely count it.
Sorry, we missed the sub 5 end enter for Crookstat. That is out of
Wait,
this world.
was that so Oh
We
yeah.
can see yet another um, seed best here potentially from Crooks.
I want to
All of these
see.
runners
I want to see
across
somebody
both.
go for 0 cycle off a sub 5 entry, please.
The only way we're gonna see that is Molly.
Yeah, but I don't think Molly's route is good enough
I
for
don't
sub
think
5
Molly's route is
entry.
good either. Is good
Yeah.
enough either. Even. Um, it's a little. It is truly disappointing, but you can't do much about it at this point. We can see Feinberg looting up his stuff very early on here.
Oh, yeah,
Prepared.
Cube did have to axe the dragon, so if Crooks four beds, he might
Mm,
actually be able to take first place here.
I think so. I think that could be possible. I could see him taking that first place. We see Moldy entering Nether at 207. It's a big difference in comparison to what we've seen from these other guys. And he's having to also pillar up this fortress, which is just not ideal. Um, Meaning he only enters the fortress about 2 minutes and 20 seconds. But looking for these blazes here, and it does seem like they spawn every time, which is helpful. Does mean he may be able to skip one cycle on the spawner. Crooks doing the one cycle here. Hits this 4 bed and
Uh,
he gets the seed best, I think.
oh, that's gonna be. I think he's one
Maybe
second
not.
behind. I think it's
Very,
a
very close.
652. Oh, it is a 652. No shot.
Oh,
Oh,
652. That is so close, but I can assume Cube is going to improve his time, as is Crooks. We are going to see
yeah.
the top of the top here. Feinberg taking a hell of a lot of fall damage there, but dealing with it quite well. Maybe he wasn't expecting that big drop there. Just kind of went into autopilot for a second, lost a good bit of health, but heading over to the spawner. Um, Good clutch up and a good recovery from that unfortunate
Yeah.
position.
And it looks like he might have actually looked at which blocks to.
No
I think he
way!
did. Because that order of blocks
That
doesn't make
order of
any
blocks seemed
sense.
weird.
Yeah.
If this is a 3 spawn, I'm gonna lose it. That's crazy. If he knows which ones to break.
Well, now he's just breaking everything. Yeah, it seems like they're more spawning on the right side.
Maybe he pre-thought this. That's really impressive if so.
Oh,
Molly
wow.
again entering this bastion at just around that 4 minute mark. Cube taking a death in the bastion. That's massive. That's
Oh, no.
really big. That's gonna set him back against everyone else right now
Did he
because
reset or is he coming back?
he's actually going back for it, and I really like this play.
Ooh,
The
I'm
bastion's
not
very
sure
close.
actually. On a 5 minutes run, I'm not sure going back is the play. On most runs, I would agree. But on such a fast one, I don't know. Oh,
Grab
he's got
some
some
blocks
blocks,
here.
yeah. Okay, I mean,
I think
that
this
could
could be
work.
worthwhile. Crooks again entering the Nether faster than any other runner so far. 132. That is
Yeah.
insane.
I mean, when you see Crooks practicing overworlds, you know, you know
Yeah,
why
yeah,
he's so
yeah.
fast. The crafting is on point. Everything is just so on point. I was
It's
expecting
crazy. I mean,
he's only a few seconds behind Feinberg, like maybe less than 5 seconds, right?
yeah.
Faster because Feinberg's route, I really like it with the pressure plates. Um,
Yeah, I think that it would be better if Crooks did that. I don't know if he's actually implemented it yet, but Cube and Fine both doing that. Crooks, he's digging through the fortress to get to this spawner faster than
oh,
everyone else. And it's a really nice route. Using the cave terrain in the local vicinity and just digging straight in, killing these first two blazes, and then staying and digging it out. What we've seen Feinberg do is decide to dig to the next spawner over, which I think may be a little bit slower. I think digging it out has been helpful for him, and we can see another two spawn here. One spawning at the front and one spawning up at the back.
Yeah.
Just a really, really good play overall. Feinberg ready to leave this bastion at 4:55. We've seen end enters at around this time. He is definitely slower than the pace of some of these other runners. It's really unfortunate to see
Yeah,
Cube die in
what?
this bastion, but he has come
Oh,
back.
well, yeah, that is also the run where Feinberg kind of fell almost to his death. So that would explain the
A
slight
little bit of
gap.
extra time loss.
Yeah, which is not huge. Like he's still gonna enter on fairly good pace, but not quite sub 5, as you mentioned. Molly G gonna
Molly
have to
also
hunger
about to
reset.
enter.
Yeah.
Needs to hunger reset. Ugh. Frustrating to say the least.
All right, using the silverfish here.
Here we go. Gonna see him enter the end here, and I don't think we're gonna see him set a seed best, but
I mean,
you know,
we
another
are
completion is really
we're
gonna.
already almost past seed best actually.
Feinberg in the
entering,
end,
just
5:54.
Oh, Cube died again, I think. Oh.
Now is it time to reset? He's going
I think
back in for it.
Wait, is he coming back again? Did he not reset?
I don't think he reset.
Oh yeah, no, that tree's oh my god.
Now I think it's definitely a mistake.
Yeah, might be forcing a bit here. Unless like all the trades are actually done and he just needs to pick them, but I
Seeing
really
mistakes
don't know.
creep in from these runners now. We've seen Molly take 2 deaths in the end. We've seen we've seen full damage taken from these players. The only player that's run well, I was about to say, is Crux, but he does clutch out that nice falling pearl. It's the second or third time he's hit that exact pearl. Had to clutch out. And we see Moldy going for this 0 cycle. Could be setting himself a new personal seed best time. Maybe getting that sub 8 potentially. A very clean 0 cycle there. Really, really clean. Going to pearl down to the fountain here. Feinberg just going to wait out this perch.
So, in terms of amount of completions, only Feinberg and Krugst have been able to keep up the pace so far. Cube was actually ahead of both of them until he took a death on that seed and chose to not reset, which might cost him the seed, actually.
It could do.
Other runners just being more consistent.
5:09 end enter from Crux here.
Um,
Cube heading back into this bastion. He's back in there. Just trying to get back to his stuff. Really awkward navigation around the bottom of this housing while Feinberg finishes out the seed here with this one cycle.
There's a lot of stuff here. Oh, he probably pearled to his death on exiting the bastion, which is why he's coming back.
Maybe so. Oh, getting attacked outside here. You don't want to see that. Can he leave? Has he got the stuff?
Oh, he has gold armor now, and he's just leaving now. So it's not the worst.
Finishing it off.
4th completion for Feinberg. We're definitely gonna see 6, maybe 7. 7:48 for Feinberg. Oh,
Crux
wow.
could be setting a new seed best here. It is very, very tight. If he hits the clean 4-bet, I think we're going to see another sub 7.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, definitely if he hits it. And he has plenty of bets to do so.
Yeah, of course, Crux, historically less of a tournament player, but a fan favorite, and given that he has been commonly branded as the only person that can take over Feinberg, he's really showing that today by pulling out all of these seed bests, pearling into the fountain here with the perch at 6:30. Could set a new seed best here.
Wow. That dragon was so low, I thought it was going to break the bed, but no, there's going to be 4 beds.
I think we might see it. I think we might just see it. It may be a 650 here.
Let's see it. Posing. It is a 650.
There it is. 650.
Oh my god.
He needed to hit that 4-bed just so that he would be able to finish out the time to get that seed best. And he's taken over Crux' spot. Crux has taken over Cube's spot at the top of the leaderboard with that completion right there.
Yeah.
Really, really good stuff. But Cube, back in the end again, going to get his 4th completion. Maybe Molly falls to his death. No, that's unfortunate.
Need to realize that Cube died twice, and he's only like maybe 2 or 3 minutes behind Feinberg's and Krug's pace in terms of completions. Like he's gonna complete just 1 minute behind them. Of course, the time of this run specifically is gonna be horribly slow compared to everybody else. It's actually gonna be the first non-sub 10 of this match, but yeah.
There you go. I think that quite honestly, these runners, you know, this group was the most hyped. There's four amazing runners here, and I think they're truly showing up. They're showing off what they can do today. Molly boating towards the buried treasure. Feinberg a little bit low on health here. Gonna have to take his time in this fortress. It's not what you want to see when he only has a seed best in third place right now. He really needs to look to improve that if he wants to keep a good spot in this group. Now, of course, they're all doing very well, you know, getting a lot of completions, but playing against each other is what's going to be really important here. The 1, 2, 3 for the fastest 3 seeds are going to be the only thing separating these runners. As we can see, Cube able to finish out his 4th completion, putting him up with the other runners.
I have called Cube's run horribly slow when it's, you know, a low 11. Of course, I mean, in comparison to every other run who've been basically all sub 8s, of course, sub 12 is far from being horribly slow in any other context. So
3-0x entry to this bastion for Feinberg here.
That is the fastest.
Much faster pace than we've seen him before.
Yeah.
But it really matters about this bastion route and his route from here onwards, because if we're going to see him enter this end sub 5, we need to see him leave this bastion a lot sooner.
Definitely. So I think a good pace on this run is just leaving the bastion very low for blinding maybe 430, 440, and those
I think
juicy sub 5 end entries.
I think we saw Cube's leave of the bastion was sub 4.
Yeah.
We're gonna see that just about coming out for Feinberg here as well.
So
I think that counts.
Here. He's living at a different spot as well, because Cube is usually living at bottom housing, and I don't know if that is what separates those runners. Maybe Feinberg's routes, living at the top, is slightly slower, or from the side.
Cube's taking a little bit of extra time with this portal here. Crooks dancing around the fort, and you can see he's going to dig down here and enter the manhunt. This is why his route is so much faster than some of the other guys, because he's digging those gold blocks so much faster. It's a really amazing route, and I think that's what's separating him right now. But he's on 1 heart here. He has to throw out the gold pickaxe. Very good play. Feinberg with the fastest end enter as well. There's so much going on. We're trying to have to deal with seeing absolutely everything right now. On pace to potentially set a new seed best.
Yeah, should take seed best here. If everything goes according to plan. No 0 cycle, unfortunately, though. But plenty of beds for that 1 cycle. And plenty of time to get a sub 650. Oh, apparently Feinberg's route was really just carried by the strays. Which is good. Like, you need to use them as much as you can.
Exactly, they're there for a reason. I mean, they spawn in. You're 6 on 6. You need to know that.
Exactly. If it was like
Molly starting this route at 4 flat, about a minute slower than some of the other runners, and dying on the staircase.
He's gonna reset this one.
Molly G being shown up a little bit here. You know, I believe it is pretty early over there for him, so maybe just woke up, maybe not quite feeling as warm as some of these other runners. Cube and Crooks now both heading in the nether. Cube entering this bastion just about sub 3. So really, really good pace for Cube. And Feinberg getting the perch here.
Shot,
6
that's a
minutes
perch.
flat.
Oh, the dragon flips.
Oh, backside though.
Okay, he's doing very great damage for a backside dragon.
Very well.
Oh, wow. It's gonna be sub 630. He got it by 20 seconds.
That's so impressive.
My god, that is a 5th completion.
6:29.
And 18 minutes left. He's gonna get 7 completions. There is no way.
We're likely gonna see 7 completions, and you know what? We could see 8 completions on the side of Crooks.
I don't.
On the side of Crooks, it could happen.
No, because he needs to complete this one.
Minutes.
And then he needs 2 runs in. Oh yeah, because he has 3 extra
he's
minutes.
got that extra time.
Uh,
It could be possible. I think it'll be tight. And we'll need to go and check exactly how long he does have. But if anything, it's looking potentially the case. Feinberg going to be taking that +3 seed completion bonus for getting the fastest time out of everyone right now. Molly G's route is just not going to crack up to the other runners. Digging down to get to this lava pool isn't going to work, especially for the fact that he has to spend an extra 20 seconds getting up to the fortress leg after entering the nether. And entering the nether slightly behind everyone else's pace as well. Just not quite ideal. Could work, but I think the overworld route not perfect. I think the post-bastion route not quite perfect either.
Oh no. Cube just misplaced
Cube.
Toby. Oh
Cube.
no. Ah, that is painful.
We've seen mistakes come out from Cube here, but he's been able to recover from them quite well. Molly's
he's
mistakes
resetting
have been
this?
a lot bigger.
Oh wow.
Wow.
So
he's pearls.
He's coming back when he dies, but he's resetting when he misses one obi. That is interesting.
Very interesting. Crooks here. Gonna be looking like another completion.
Yeah.
No seed best time. You know, about 20 seconds off the pace of his own seed best. And about a minute off the pace of Feinberg's seed best at this point. But it does push him up to 5 completions. Putting him just 1 point behind Feinberg. Feinberg now going to be taking out these strays. Showing why that route is so impressive.
Right, and now we have different scores for all these runners. So yeah, actually Cube had the +3 bonus, and now he's down to +1, with Crooks taking his time down by 1 second, and Feinberg destroying both of those times with a 6:29.
Yeah, I think the only person that can really be disappointed with how they played so far is Molly. I think he's made a couple of mistakes in the route. I think he's made a few mistakes by routing as well. Remember, he was the first to start playing this seed. Cube being the last. I think the happy middle of Feinberg and Crooks going to be taking, you know, the second and third most times to route the seed. Not the most and not the least. Giving you that perfect balance of being able to run the seed as much as you can, but also getting enough information. Showing really how important the balance of the two really is. Molly about to enter this bastion at about 4 minutes, while we see Feinberg just having entered just over 3 minutes.
Yeah, we also need to remember that Molly streamed all day, and it's currently like 4 a.m. for him, if not later. So, you know, there is also a situation here.
I thought it was like midday for him.
No, it's midnight here, and it's like plus 8 hours, plus 6 hours. It might be like very early in the morning for him.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
But he did stream all day. Like, he was already live like 3 hours ago.
Okay. Yeah, he's been up for a while, but he's been up quite early. Cube taking a little hit from that piglin there. Are we seeing him? Oh, we're seeing him head to this spawner. Going to be grabbing the last few rods. Feinberg leaving again at just about the 4 minute mark.
Oh, wow.
4:06, about 7 or 8 seconds behind his pace previous. I really want to see him go for a zero cycle. I know he hasn't scouted it.
I don't think we're going to see one.
I don't think we will. I wish we would, though. I really do wish that we would have seen that.
And I think that is kind of why Molly has less completions than other runners, because he did lose 2 completions to missing the zero cycle.
Yeah.
So despite his run being slightly slower, he could have gotten more completions if he was just going for the safest play, unfortunately.
I can see Feinberg's chat saying, do it. Surely.
Oh.
And then, unfortunately, I think he just checked his inventory and it looked like he only has 5 explosives. So, doesn't look like it's going to happen this time.
No, he's not going for it.
Not going to pre-craft.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Maybe for the last completion?
Maybe for the last completion, we could see it. And we could see an absolutely insane time. Crooks entering this bastion 3 minutes flat, going for the manhunt route as well. So we're really going to see the difference here. When is he going to leave? If he's going to leave in about 4 minutes, we could see the seed best swing back in his favor.
Yeah, potentially. He would need to get a 30-second special split though, which is not unheard of, but especially with those rates. Molly G entering the end, 6:23.
We're just going to need to see Molly pull out a good, clean run here. And
Yeah.
I think he's going to improve his own personal seed best time, but not the overall time.
Oh, he's going for 0 again? No shots.
I really like this. 3.5 hearts, has 6 explosives to go for it. He's got this.
Yeah, I mean, I really like it if he can pull it off. Come on. Come on, Molly.
Good
This is
first
it.
bed.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, this is really beautiful. Really good stuff from Molly G, showing
Oh,
why
this is nice.
showing
And let's
why
go.
he's in
He
contention.
can't pearl down, but fortunately he has a boat.
Surely it doesn't break.
Yeah.
Does hop? It did. I don't know if you noticed that.
Did it break?
It broke. He hopped out of it last second.
Oh, wow.
I'm sure I saw the planks popped out. The planks popped out right
No
next to him.
shot.
A really, really good play by Molly for hopping out of that boat. That is so good.
Oh my god, imagine.
Oh, I'm so glad he hopped out of that boat. I think I would have cried.
Feinberg got another sub 7. Wow.
Amazing stuff from Fine. Only about 11 minutes left. 6 completions?
Yeah, 6 completions, 10 minutes left. You know, just... Oh, it did break the website. I mean, it's not broken, but it added a new line for completion.
Wow.
It looks so ugly.
These guys showing exactly what they're capable of here.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That is the craziest match. That is definitely, by far, going to be the match with the most total completions. Like,
Without
not even
a shadow
close.
of a doubt.
Not even close. Oh, there's only
Molly
one
does-
completion that is not a sub 10. That is because Cube died twice in it.
Yep. And we're about to see 2 more completions. Molly, having got his 3rd completion, is looking at least a little bit more comfortable. Could really bring this back in the 2nd seed. Needs to root a little bit better. His root just not as good as the other players for this one. But we are going to see how he handles this. Feinberg making a shield in the overworld. Is he thinking, I need to eat less so that I can 0?
I saw him make a shield in previous runs as well, even if in his first ones. But there was, like, I think last run he didn't make one for some reason. Just maybe sometimes he forgets. But yeah, it could be a play to try to take less damage and have to eat less food, as you mentioned, so...
Crook's about to get this perch. Cube does get the perch around about the 7-minute mark.
Oh, flip.
Enough explosives, I think. Yeah, loads of explosives. Gonna finish this one out. Crooks.
Same for Crooks here.
Oh, 3+1? Oh my god, those
was
beds!
I thought it was
That
4+1.
Was that 4+1?
I
was going to
think
say,
it
if that
was
was 3+1, that's like the best one cycle we've ever seen.
Yeah. No,
Okay,
the dragon was on like
okay.
1 HP. There is no way.
I was going to say, man, if he hit that as a 3+1, I was like, what?
I'm a 3-bet believer if that was the case.
Very true.
No.
That makes far more sense.
Oh, apparently Feinberg got lots of strays again. Let's go.
Good stuff. It looks like, well, I assume because the spawner spawns the same. Do the strays also spawn the same per seed?
I don't think so. No, the mob RNG is completely random.
Okay.
But I have noticed just playing some SSG a while ago that sometimes just some packs of mobs tend to spawn at the same place fairly consistently. I don't really know how that works.
Feinberg's trying to work out how to get a 3 spawn on this, but still really struggling to do so.
I think he may not have scouted for it, But every run, he's just trying different blocks to see like
Learning a little bit
which ones
more.
work. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, very, very smart.
And we have Crooks getting his second line of completions on the website as well with his
Amazing
last
stuff.
one. Yeah. No, I don't know if we will ever see a player fill these lines because we have. I know that we have like a document of seeds that we're not gonna use because they're labeled too quick. So like
Sorry,
the 5 minute seeds might not.
Cube 5 strays here. We're gonna
Oh
see
wow!
a definitely a net like probably a new best for him at least. Five
Come on.
strays. He's entered on 5 RD, which is such a
That
smart
is
play.
that is what I explained before. Entering on 5RD is only gonna spawn the mobs in a very close area very early. So, oh, that's definitely the play. And if he can, no, I was gonna say if he can replicate that for a future run, that might be good. But I don't think we're gonna see
Got a feeling we
another
might not see a
completion.
future run,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
but it is
Gonna see
very
him
cool
drop
that he
down to
figured
this
it out
spawner.
here.
Knows that it's only gonna spawn one, but now he's already out.
Oh
Probably gonna see the
wow!
fastest Bastion entry for Cube here.
Is this 207? Wait. Oh, is that a 4? No, okay.
240 something.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
That is still a very good pace. Imagine if there was just 4 gold blocks in those chests.
Just
Like
trade at the top.
Pog
Do a
loots.
little.
Pog loot
Yeah.
routes. Oh my god. Oh,
That's
he's
out of
getting
this
some
world.
extra picks.
Cube! What a
really like
lovely
that.
route.
I really like that.
Really smart. Really, really smart. Feinberg ready to head to his blind coordinates right now. 55 minutes on the clock. We're probably not going to see another run from him, so
I think
I assume
everybody's
just
on the
finishing
last
out this
run.
run.
Maybe except for Crooks. But everybody else should be.
Yeah.
Not even Crooks is on his
I
last run.
think
not gonna
Crooks
lie.
is probably on his last run too.
Yeah. So hopefully they make it count. Currently, Moliji's fastest completion is still a bit behind everybody else. He did get a 720 last run, which I forgot to update. Which actually is fairly close to other people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Puts him back in the contention, but his route just is a tiny bit slower. You know, using the zero cycle should really put him ahead of these other runners, but not able to do so. Unfortunately, the route just not paying off for him. Feinberg setting up the one cycle. Crooks leaving this housing again at around 4 minutes. He's leaving from the top though. Maybe he needs to grab some more obby, or he's just leaving this way because it's slightly faster. Does
Yeah.
look like he needs some obby or something.
It's
So
crazy that Feinberg might get 10 points here, which is sometimes the amount of points that we've seen that was enough for first place on 2 seeds. Wait, Cube?
Cube.
Cube 420 enter? What?
We knew that his pace was good with the 5 strays, but
Oh.
this is a different story.
My
We could see a sub 6 completion here potentially,
God.
or if
No
not, at least a low
shots.
6.
It is so funny to me that the fastest completions on the seed are not zero cycle. That is. Ugh. Oh
If this is
my
zero
God.
cycle, we're talking this could be like 530.
No shots. Yeah. Yeah, actually.
Cube,
Oh wow.
the 116 record holder, coming in with this pace. Feinberg going to be able to finish out another completion
Yeah.
here, doing 360s for the crowd.
Oh, let's go.
Everyone's
Let's
eyes
go.
are locked on Cube's screen. Crooks also entering the end. Molly pre-crafting his beds to go for the zero cycle here. But everyone's eyes are on Cube.
Feinberg needs to chill with the 360s, I agree.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what a player. He's doing it for the fans. Can't blame him.
Here we go. Cube. Waiting for this perch. Here it comes. Everyone's eyes
No
on
way.
Cube.
Oh
Gets
my
the
God.
perch at 6 flat. We
Oh
could see
my
him
God.
overtake Feinberg's seed best time here.
Oh, that is huge.
Needs to hit this one cycle. Gets a good first bed. Dragon
Keeps
flips. Good
getting
damage.
reversed, but there's 4 beds.
Lovely 4-bed. Very clean. And does take the seed best
wow.
away from Feinberg at that last second. And gonna push Cube
623.
with 9 points. Gonna go from only 6 points up to 9, matching Feinberg on 9 points. And Crooks finishing this run is gonna put him up to 8. Gonna be really, really close heading into this second seed here.
I can't believe
Molly
this match.
G.
It is... Wow.
Molly G missed the
0 cycle?
the 0 cycle, but he's
Oh.
gonna just wait for the perch here. Does have hopefully enough time.
Did he break the
Unsure.
crystal or... Okay, Crooks 0 cycling, 1 cycling? I keep saying 0 cycle. And
It's
that will
another
fall to
completion
Storm,
for
yeah.
Crooks.
7th
And
completion.
here we go for Molly. Going to hopefully finish this one out in time, as long as the beds land, you know.
Yeah, I mean, he has 30
Yeah,
seconds.
we'll see him finish this out in time.
Oh.
Good. Oh,
Okay, no, this is fine.
right? Yeah.
Just put the bed.
Half a
Oh,
heart,
he has half
just
a heart. Yeah, he can't.
half a heart,
He can't put
so-
the bed. Oh, that was smart for him. From him to
Good,
not.
good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was super smart.
Finishing it out at 59 and 40 on the clock. So
And you know
we're
what?
really
4
gonna
points.
see.
4 points in one seed is not like nothing. It is pretty good actually.
Yeah, across all of these runners, we're seeing 24 completions of this seed, an average of 6 per player. That is insane. A great seed to start off with these 4 runners, and I think we're gonna go for a quick intermission between seeds,
Exactly.
and then we'll be
yeah.
back with seed 2. So don't go anywhere. Go grab yourself a drink, and then we'll see you back. And hopefully the second seed lives up to the hype of that first one.
Oh, trust me, it will. All right.
Welcome back to seed number 2 in ESI2 week number 2. Wow, all of the 2s coming out for us today. We are in the booth with Antoine and the 4 runners today. As I'm sure you all saw from seed 1, are the best of the best. We've got the fastest AA player of all time. We've got the current 116 world record holder. We've got the man down under, and we have the best 116 RSG runner of all time in this amazing tournament. And I'm so excited to see this seed number 2. We have about 1 minute left before we get to see these guys scout this out. How are you feeling after that first seed, Antoine?
I'm feeling absolutely amazing. That first seed was probably the greatest display of pure Minecraft speedrunning skill that I've ever seen, ever. In any tournament, in anything, actually. It was just so amazing to see. And I can only hope that seed number 2 will be just as good, at least, as this one. Might not be as fast, we'll see, but I think
who knows,
it'll be great.
Right?
Yeah. I don't see how it gets faster. I just don't see it.
Surely it can't get faster, right?
Surely.
Right?
Surely it's not faster because you just add more bastions, right? Surely.
No matter who you're cheering on in this tournament, I feel like this may be the most exciting tournament match of this. I don't know. Of the month. That's a stupid question, but are we talking of the year? I don't think that's a crazy thing to say.
I don't think it is either.
Amazing pedigree in this booth. I said booth. I meant playing the scene. I mean, we do have pedigree in the booth, don't we, Antoine? But these guys are going to be starting up this seed now. Wow. Here we go. Let's have a look at what this seed has in store for us.
Yes.
In an ice
Let's
biome.
look at it. So you remember when I said adding more bastions might make the seed faster? Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
right. So from 0-0, we have 3 different bastions.
Oh yeah, they're very
within 100
different,
blocks.
by the way. Very different from one another.
4. Oh, look at the rates again, man!
Yeah, the rod rates are again cracked, and it is again a coincidence. I did not choose those rates.
5 for 5 and 6 for 7.
And there's a
We
4
can
eyes.
see runners go for that 4-eye though as well.
Yeah, so
and given that we
4
know
rods.
it's 5 for 5, they were only going to need to kill 4 blazes to get all of the eyes that they need. Will we see
Yeah.
that? Will
So many
Pearls be...
strings again.
yeah, the string is free. The pearls are so free, depending on how good the food is from either
I mean, it is
that very
19
treasure or the
pearls,
shipwreck.
whether you for 4 blocks or 10, so they are gonna leave on 19 whatever happens.
And we're going to see maybe pearls from that fortress over to the blind coordinates, maybe at that 4-eye. We see 3 of these runners already in the nether. Crook's taking a little bit more time than the others. Cube is looking at bottom treasure, and you know what? I don't think that's a crazy thing to do.
Yeah.
And are they 3? Are they 3 treasure bastions? Are they
Maybe?
actually 3 Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
It might be 3 treasure bastions. Who knows?
Cube really in his element, surrounded by all of the magma cube spawners. Hey, he's not made of magma, but he's definitely hot on the heels of Feinberg today. Both of them on 9 points. Crooks 8 points, just bringing up from behind. I do think that we're going to see some changes between these guys and see.
Oh, and the SSV fort. It's gonna be so good for strays. They just need 4
strays.
blazes.
4 blazes
Oh
and
my
then a
God.
pearl over to that 4-eye. Wow.
Yeah. None of those treasure bastions has anything important in the bottom treasure. One of them has 2 netherite ingots, but it's not AA, so it doesn't matter.
Molly, though, finds Obby in one of these side chests in the bottom treasure, which could be really important, as the Obby rates aren't amazing. Feinberg looks at how they spawn. He's getting 2 spawns from both of those spawners. So it would only need
Oh, so goes
that
to one spawner,
many.
pearls to the other, and he's done.
And I think rather than maybe going for the, I think what he's going for is just the closest stronghold. Maybe gonna wait to get all 7. Are we gonna see a few people maybe go for ooh, awkward
I mean,
snap there?
honestly, it is not a crazy idea to just kill 3 more blazes and just have, because that travel looks instant. Like it looks like it is just beneath the spawner.
Yeah, yeah. You
So
can
I
see
think it
Cube
is not
having the
a crazy
fortress
idea.
right on the right-hand side. Feinberg knows he needs to go down even deeper to be able to make it here, though. He's checking 36, puts him still in the start staircase.
Ah,
Now, is it faster for him to accept the start
just dig
staircase
down,
blind and
yeah.
just dig down?
It
Rather
might not
than
be,
have to deal with the
might not
lava
be
like
horrible.
Cube looks like he's going to do.
And
Cube,
this
on the
one
other
is
hand,
definitely zero cyclable.
look
It is
at
a
this.
big tower, but the zero cycle should be much easier than the previous seed because you don't spawn in a cage.
No cage, able to build out from the tower
Feinberg is
like we see
practicing
Feinberg doing.
actually. All right,
I
he's
like the
actually
practice.
just practicing the setup, and Molly
like
G as
that.
well. Oh my god! Okay, they're just practicing zero here.
I think that's a smart thing to do. I don't think that's crazy at all. Crooks
Yeah.
getting off with the first run out of all of these players. He took
Yeah.
second or third longest last time, but we're going to see him go for this buried treasure. He did scout out the overworld a little bit longer than everyone else.
I
Maybe
almost
took a little bit
forgot.
less time.
I almost forgot that this seed had an overworld. Like, I was so focused on finding a good nether for them and like a funny nether at least, and a seed that was zero cyclable, that I completely forgot about the overworld. So hopefully it's not too slow. Usually, buried treasures are not that slow, so should be good.
Yeah. Molly also starting his first run here. Feinberg and Cube deciding to take a little bit longer. Interesting to see how these two play, and interesting to see that there is a difference here. Crooks blowing up a tree right next to this this spawner
Lava
here.
pool.
Sorry, lava pool even. It looks like he's gonna woodlight.
Yeah, which might not be the worst play. I mean, he has the pickaxe already. I mean, I would agree with this play, yeah. Might not be the most consistent. Wait, he's not even gonna go for like
Not
the
even gonna
wood
go for
on
woodlight.
the front, yeah.
Oh, maybe he forgot. Honestly,
Yeah, he
Maybe
might
he
just go for it
forgot.
on the next couple of seeds. Probably. Oh, his setup looks it looks like he knows what he's doing though.
maybe. It's a little bit higher than usual, but I think it's an acceptable play. Obviously, gonna break some wood here just to wait for the woodlight to happen.
Oh wow. that's a lot.
Feinberg and Cube still in the nether scouting at about 6 minutes now. Crooks about to enter his first nether, and Molly also looking like he's gonna be entering pretty soon. Grabs a water bucket. Does he decide to go
Surely-
for the
Oh.
shipwreck too?
Okay, I was gonna say
No.
surely Crooks didn't forget to go back in easy mode, and he did, but fortunately he remembered before entering the bastion.
Could have some. Did he do it before he entered the nether or no?
No, he entered the nether on
So
hard.
you
Oh,
could have funky pigs here, and he does get smacked off by one of
Oh.
those pigs.
Is it because he entered on hard?
Maybe,
And
but I think the spawns stay the same. They just can have enchants and stuff, which is what I was saying. But looks like he wanted to just
Oh yeah, true.
go for that route. That's that certainly is a play, but a little bit unfortunate on behalf of Crooks. Molly G, on the other hand, clearly rooted this a
Oh.
little bit better.
Yeah, because he has an iron pick, and he entered
Uh-huh.
without. Oh yeah, that's smart.
Didn't need to worry about the woodlight. Was actually decently slow still. I
Crooks
think
did
the
check the chest as well, so I think he might.
maybe
adapt.
he's realized now.
Yeah.
Feinberg has begun to run on his seed. Cube, on the other hand,
Still
Still
shocked by
yet to
the amount
begin.
of treasure. It's gonna only start running around 7:30. Yeah.
Looks like it, yeah. Cube going to probably start running around about now. Not sure what Molly's doing here. Gonna take a lot of damage. About 2.5 hearts left. One piglin up here
All
does
right.
manage very well to get these guys into that hole. Feinberg sorting out his overworld stuff. Crooks also pretty similar pace here. It looks like Feinberg also going to go for that Woodlight. Molly's route this time could be slightly better. That Woodlight is not going to be ideal every time. Feinberg remembers the
Definitely, yeah.
front of the portal, unlike... No, dude, come on! Don't break the wood, it's on fire! That's the whole point of woodlighting! Okay, at least
I
he didn't
can
break it this time.
I agree with this, but I can also understand that you just have the like you're on fire, you just
Yeah.
punch the ground, like you put
There's
yourself
a
out.
muscle memory
Yeah,
there, and
yeah.
that's sensible. And he does get a good woodlight nonetheless. About 130. Oh, Crooks... That's funny.
What
Crooks
happened?
water turns into ice.
Oh, that's
Midway
yeah.
through the portal build. The snow really messing him up there. That's really funny.
Didn't think about this one, honestly. That is a disadvantage of building a portal in Taiga.
Certainly so. Crooks, now with the flint and steel, gonna look to dig in the side of this bastion here and grab the iron from that chest.
Yeah. Oh, and he even yeah, grab some armor, so the pigs are gonna be nicer. Yeah, that route is significantly better in literally every aspect.
Seems that
And
way,
Molly
indeed.
died while we were not watching.
Dude. I thought Molly's route was going to be the smartest of the lot, but Crooks now back on pace. Feinberg, actually the fastest so far. Going to be starting up here. And Cube also going to go for that pickaxe skip here and decide to grab the flint instead. Knows that he needs 5, and there it is.
Apparently Molly tried
Failed
to
hunger
hunger
reset.
reset, yeah.
No way. What, did he just, like, not click?
Apparently, yeah. So it's not that bad that he's
Dude.
coming back, yeah.
Gosh.
It's not the worst, I
Rookie
guess.
mistake, though. Rookie
That is
mistake
true,
from
yeah.
Molly. He's better than
Oh, he's got
this. He
some
knows
blocks
better
there.
than this.
Wait, what happened? Why is his stuff all over the... Oh no, that's trades. Also, that's lucky.
Crooks pulling out of this bastion at 3 minutes flat. Feinberg also heading out at around about 3:20. Couple of pearls being sent away. Oh, apologies. That was a pearl hang from Crooks. He's not quite ready to leave yet. Feinberg still on amazing pace here. I'm going to be pearling up to the spawners over here.
Oh, that is fast. That's faster than the previous seed. There's
Yep.
no way.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, he's gonna keep some pearls because I think they're only on 19. So if you wanna, zero cycle and just pearl around, you might want to save some. Yeah.
Maybe would have been useful to see him think about making an iron pick
the
there as well, but
strays.
does get 3 strays before heading to that second spawner. Really useful stuff. Does have to deal with that
the wood axe though.
with
Yeah.
a skeleton. The wood axe is really slowing him down here. There's definitely ways that you can improve this. Is he leaving on 4?
Yeah, he
Oh,
pearl
the
hung.
pearl hang!
Oh,
Oh, that's very
wow.
impressive.
So pearl hang plus 5 RD is really the play here.
Seems so.
Oh wow. And yeah, so he also does save a bunch of pearls from this. So he can zero cycle. That skeleton is coming with him, okay.
Gonna have to hunger reset in the portal room, I think. Oh,
No,
not
he has
even in the
some
portal room,
food.
of course. Remember, we had to dig
Yeah.
down on this seed.
But it's still
Okay,
gonna be a
only
sub 5
about 4
enter
blocks. That's
with...
completely fine.
Okay, no zero cycle
458,
here.
No zero cycle this time, but that's fine.
Yeah.
He knows it's zero cyclable, and he knows that if he takes less damage next time, it's possible.
Yeah. And he's gonna get a completion, most likely, about 12, 13 minutes in. That is crazy.
Surely we won't see another 7 completions.
Surely.
Surely
Surely.
not.
Oh my god, imagine. I mean, with this pace on the first run, like he can improve so much on this, and still, it is gonna be like sub 7 on the first run.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way.
So impressive.
Okay, I think though, that's, you know, it's not just top-down housing, which is fairly simple, and
Yeah.
it's a harder seed, I feel like, and I think
Crooks
we're gonna see more
resetting in the
death.
Bastion.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see more death on this one, and so it's gonna be less than 7 completions. You need to be an absolute god to not die once in these seeds.
Yeah, we saw Cube and Crooks there, both while in the Treasure Bastion, actually going to have to take a pretty unfortunate set of circumstances whereby they had a trade of pearls elsewhere in the Bastion, not in the
Hmm.
intended hole. I think they, maybe one of the first few trades are going to be your pearls, which is great in the grand scheme of things. You can early pearl hang as long as you pick up that trade pretty early. You
Yeah.
don't want it to be sitting on the stairs awkwardly while you're ready to leave and you're like, why do I only have 12 pearls rather than 19? Because, that's a big deal. Pearl hanging is very important in this seed, as we see from Feinberg as he finishes off at under 7 minutes for his very first completion on
wow.
this run.
And that is going to be a 6:52 first completion from Feinberg. Which is a lot of points for now, but obviously it is subject to change if people dethrone this time. Which is very likely. Like, I think we're going to see sub 6 on this seed. I think it's
Cube
not
starting a little bit later
insane.
and also, just taking his time a little bit more with this seed. And
Oh, he's digging down a bit more than Feinberg to hit the portal.
I think he's going to try and hit this portal run by digging under the lava. Or
He's also
well,
building
in
the
this magma,
portal
seemingly.
in a different orientation. He's building it like
Hopefully
90
this
degree.
won't make any issues. We've seen it happen before.
Oh, and hits the portal room.
No, he's
That is
scouted it
the
out
recipe.
very, very well. Very, very
Yeah.
good stuff from Cube there. Knows what he's doing. Enters at 6:38. Gonna probably finish with this second completion here. Not gonna be able to zero cycle,
Yeah.
but both. All of the runners understand that it is zero cyclable, and we see Molly G making his portal much later than these other runners. However, does have zero cycles set up. Gonna go for a hunger reset likely in the portal room. Molly G very comfortable with going for zero cycles on this seed, which I really do like.
He did also die in this run, yeah, as we mentioned. So.
Oh, Crooks taking a death there.
But
Not
Crooks
able
does
to get those
have
pigs in the hole.
Crooks does have the fastest nether entries, I believe, on the seed. T-Rex mentioned
Yeah,
the
slightly
127.
faster. I believe
He's very
Feinberg's was
fast.
131.
How did-
Feinberg's? What?
That
Oh,
is
there we
so
go.
cursed. Yeah, okay.
There we go. And we're going to see Feinberg, enter around about 134 here, 133.
With woodlight.
So, with the woodlight, yeah. So, impressive stuff. Also has a lot of blocks to be able to deal with this bastion. It's only going to get faster from here, chat.
Yeah.
Molly with the zero cycle.
Oh my god. Okay.
All eyes on Molly.
All right. The damage is not great on the tall towers, but I think. Oh, okay. He
Good
just
stuff
double
with the
betted.
plus
Let's
one
go.
as well. Very
Yeah.
nice. No pearls remaining. Gonna have to
Nice.
boat down. Hops out. That boat doesn't break that time. Very, very, very
Man,
good
I love
job.
Molly G. Cube has a perch as well. Not gonna be quite as fast as Feinberg, but as we mentioned, it is only gonna be faster from here. And that's gonna
Yeah.
be it for Cube.
I do like Molly's route, and I do like that Molly's more confident with going for the zero cycles. He's gonna currently get the third place fastest run on this seed. Obviously, Molly G did have second place on the 116 leaderboard a little while ago. Also having the second fastest end enter in 119 to 115. He got that very recently. Hoping to change that second place streak into a first place today. Will we see it happen for him? I'm thinking that we could do for this seed. He could definitely get the seed best. I really like his confidence with the zero cycles.
And Cube is checking the zero cycle again.
Here we go. A little bit of scouting
Yeah.
in between these runs. We've
He's
seen
practicing
Crooks
it
do it
even.
last time. We're going to see Cube do it this time, and I do like this play. Just a little bit of practice. A little bit of, testing how high I can go. What do I need to do? Can I afford to build at this height? Do I need to build at this height? Able to have that extra bit of confidence, and you can see messes up that zero cycle. So clearly, it was important for him to check. Maybe we're going to see him check again, or we're going to see him go straight into another run knowing that it's important maybe to skip that or to build lower or, in a different spot, for example. Feinberg at the spawner, 347.
Yeah. I think that's basically the same pace as his previous one. And there is actually a big disparity in times so far in this on the seed. Like compared to the previous one where everybody was basically on pace for the first two seeds and entering structures roughly at the same times. Here so far we have Crooks who's struggled to get past the Bastion split and Cube and Molly getting very, very different times compared to Feinberg. But this could all change thanks to one tech, which is Zero Cycle.
Yeah. I actually really like the play of Crooks skipping the bridge gold here because he doesn't need it. All of the stuff that he needs is within the first 4 gold blocks anyway.
That's
like
true.
There's no need for him to worry about that. And we can see, there we go. He's got all of his pearls. He's ready to go.
Doing like
Feinberg.
single. Is he just doing single rampart?
Believe so, and a 452 end enter from Feinberg.
Nice.
No food, so we're not going to see a zero cycle once again. But still immensely in the lead on the seed time so far. Feinberg getting 2 clean end enters so far. We're hopefully going to see a good 1 cycle. Not able to pearl, though, because of the low health that he's got. And only going to be able to make 4 beds here.
Can he not... Does he not have a boat? No? Okay.
Gonna make that iron axe as well in case anything does go wrong. Molly G spraying the gold around, giving these piglins... I was gonna say something pretty inappropriate there, and I stopped myself. But gonna be able to get the piglins in the hole. And Feinberg gonna be waiting for this perch.
Alright, Cube managing his route pretty well. Such a dangerous route, though. Like, I love this treasure route, but it's probably one of the most dangerous routes ever. Oh, okay.
Feinberg still waiting for the perch. It just shows how long this perch is. We can see the zero cycle already have been completed by now.
Alright, is Crooks about to exit? His pace is... So it is quick, but compared to Feinberg and Cube, it's really not the same pace.
Just not the same. We've seen Feinberg enter end at around 5 minutes twice now, but Crooks here, a little bit of extra food, pre-crafting the beds. We could still see a seed best from him because we can see how slow this perch truly is. With a 650 perch here.
Oh, wow.
We're not going to see Feinberg hit a personal seed best, but we are going to see Crooks. Instead of going for that 4-eye, we're going to see him go for the 0-eye that's a lot closer to the fortress.
Yeah, so we did discuss potential end fight strategies specifically for ESI, especially with Matthew Bolan. Because basically the way the mod works is that at a certain time it will force the dragon into a perch state. But if there's still some slight RNG where if the dragon is on your side when it starts that phase, it's going to take a bit of time to go to the other side and then snap and then you being able to... So maybe one strategy for ESI end fights would be to always be on the opposite side of the dragon no matter what. Since it's not gonna perch weirdly or anything, you can like circle around the fountain potentially. And
I guarantee you're on the opposite side, at least very close to the time when you're going to... Sorry, did we just see Crooks bed bomb to successfully light the portal there?
No shot.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. He obviously woodlit in the overworld and dropped his fire charges. Bed clutching as well. Comfortably enough HP to be able to...
he needs...
Oh my god, we're going to see the boat break as well! To be able to get another
go.
bed! This is genius! I don't know where the wood
went.
Where
I have no idea.
Must have phased through the floor. That's really unfortunate. Are we going to see a
He's
zero
gonna
cycle here?
go for 0, yeah. Cube, is he gonna go for 0? No, he's not.
But a 455 end enter from Cube could show him a very good time.
Oh, Crooks is gonna be too low.
Awkward hunger reset from Molly, not able to dig out the second block, dying to a stray silverfish. Lots of his items actually traveling back into the nether, which is not ideal.
Oh, Crooks is gonna die. Oh, wow, well.
Crooks zero cycle not able to
Oh,
be
wow,
completed.
well, okay.
And just gonna reset the seed there. Molly G actually what? No way. Okay, that's fine.
God.
That's actually a really smart
did some
way of
items
doing
just
it, kind of.
Go through the portal?
Yeah, so he bit of an issue. I thought he would have actually been fine there because some of the items traveled back through, but unfortunately, he dug down and had no area around his hunger reset location. Sorry, around his blind travel, meaning that when he hunger reset, his pickaxe went back through the portal.
Oh, no shot.
He went back in the portal to try and pick up his pickaxe, couldn't do it because his hotbar was already full, and the silverfish that traveled through the portal beat him to death.
Oh my god, there's no shots.
A really, really convoluted way of doing things here, but
yeah.
Sad way to see that seed go for Molly. Feinberg grabbing the gold here, gonna preset up his render distance. And yeah, Feinberg completing 2 seeds already.
I feel like we've seen the best plays here, but also like the most unlucky plays in this match. There's so
Cube setting a new seed best potentially here.
Actually?
And does so. Amazing 4-bed. That last bed dealing all the damage. And just about going to beat Feinberg's time.
Beat by 1 second again.
There it is. 6:51. This time, Cube with the second advantage rather than the second deficit as we saw last time. Crooks taking the previous seed by just 1 second. Cube overtaking Feinberg by 1 second. And these guys on the same number of points beforehand, we're going to see them update their totals. Feinberg, of course, having had 2 completions already, as has Cube now. These two really battling it out for top 2, while Crooks is unfortunately taking a bit of a back seat in this one. No completions so far. Feinberg taking a death to a skeleton early on in the seed. Is he thinking about restarting? Yes, he is. Potentially the correct play because of that seed best time going out the window, with Cube taking it by 1 second.
Yeah, the script literally hasn't changed between seed 1 and seed 2. It is still...
It's the same script.
Yeah, less completions, but still like overtaking each other by 1 second. The points going all over the place.
Certainly so.
And one person slightly behind here being Crooks, which is surprising because I thought that he was extremely confident with Treasure, actually.
Honestly, Crooks making a few mistakes on this seed. We didn't see that too frequently last time.
Yeah, there's also, I guess, a bit of RNG involved where, you know, Piglin AI can be a bit weird sometimes, but I think it's mostly fine. It's mostly just a matter of how safe you can play and how much you can balance playing safe and playing fast at the same time.
Agreed. Cube, with I think the fastest enter so far, 140 into this bastion here, and gonna grab this, gonna have to make an iron pickaxe here, but does seem to be faster than the other players.
Yeah, true.
This route looking very good. Of course, he does have the seed best by just 1 second so far, but we could see that improved if he maybe takes a little bit less damage throughout the run, able to maybe go for a 0 cycle potentially. We've seen Molly go for it before. Will we see a 0 cycle come out from Cube, Feinberg, or Crooks here?
Yeah, and all of these runners have a no spoilers policy because it is the tournament's policy, so they have no idea if they're ahead or not. I think that when you have 13, 14 points, you can expect that you are doing pretty well, but with the runners that you're facing, you shouldn't be too sure about it, honestly.
Exactly, and these guys all are amazing runners. They were the top 4 runners last week, getting 15, 14, 13, and 12 points respectively, and we can already see Cube matching his last week's score. Apologies, no, he's 1 behind technically. But we're going to see him definitely overtake that by the end of this seed. 27 minutes gone, so we've still got over half an hour remaining on this seed here. Molly G
Yeah,
leaving the
half an hour
bastion,
to
heading over
get
to the
1
fortress.
point for Cube. I mean, he could lose points as well if he gets overtaken in terms of time, but still, that is
Crooks
crazy.
digging down to his blind coordinates here at 455, and he does have 2 cooked cod. Could we see the 0 cycle come out from Crooks? We saw him fail one last time. Can we see him succeed this time? Cube taking a little bit of damage there in this lava.
I really want
Not
to see
the
a 0
ideal
cycle here.
pearl. 514. Gonna have to dig down on the starter staircase here. A little bit interesting. We've seen Feinberg dig down in a slightly different location, but of course, neither of these runners are in the same stronghold.
Yeah,
because we see Crooks with a 0 eye versus Feinberg, who was forcing the pearl hang towards the 4 eye, as we see him doing right now. Crooks entering end, 530. Gonna pearl up this tower. It takes an extra pearl.
Yeah, that extra pearl is really I don't know if it's necessary.
Seems
It's a lot of
unnecessary.
damage, yeah.
It's just an unnecessary extra couple of hearts of damage here.
I mean, he does
eat. He's
eat.
on 2 hearts. Able to eat, of course.
Alright, this should be actually fine.
Hopefully we'll be fine, and we could see a new seed best come out as long as nothing goes wrong here.
Yeah.
Dragon is very low.
That third bed was very scary, but I think it's fine. And he is.
See out
and he
the
gets
0
it.
cycle. And gonna boat down. Hops out of the boat last second and is gonna get
that is gonna be a new
portal.
seed best by quite a vast margin, actually. All things considered.
Yeah. Really, really good job. He does set up slightly higher
Goes
than
from
some of the other runners have practiced.
To fastest completion. It is his first completion on the seed as well. Wow.
Molly G with a slightly slower end enter, but will definitely be improving on his own seed best of 11:35. Going to be looking to 0 cycle here. Probably going to be finishing out around about 7.5 minutes. Little bit behind the pace of the others, but a good pace nonetheless. Can still be improved during the rest of this seed. Only halfway through right now. Feinberg struggling with this skeleton right here.
Oh wow, it is just so crazy.
And here we go. We're going to see Molly G set up this 0 cycle.
Let's go, let's see it.
And Feinberg also looking to enter end around 517, but no
Still not doing
food.
0.
Taking a lot more damage throughout the run, and Molly unfortunately going to take a death.
No. Oh well, I think that will be it for Molly. I don't see Molly getting that many points that he can claim first or second at this point. I don't want to be I don't want to be this guy, but I don't think it's doable now.
Yeah. What's the situation
very
regarding eliminations? Is it eliminations across the 3 weeks, or?
So basically, you just need to place first or second on 2 of the 3 weeks.
Okay.
So he's safe for this week. He just needs to not place 3rd or 4th in the next one.
Of course. Okay. Well, that makes a lot more sense. That's a good way of doing it. But it's not actually points based. Then I guess it's only points based within the groups rather than between them.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're really looking at Feinberg and Cube. Really, those two are and Crooks. All of them in and around that 12-13 point zone. Getting that difference between first and third is going to be absolutely massive here. Feinberg or Cube can see out one of these 0 cycles. Then Crooks' time could fall. Of course, Feinberg just 1 second behind Cube right now.
Yeah, just need to improve his time by a couple of seconds to take first place back. Unfortunately, not going to be able to do it on this run here. But I think
completion is good nonetheless.
Yeah, definitely. We still have.
We've seen Crooks take a few deaths, and this is going to be a good completion. It's an okay time, and we've got a lot of time left to play on this seed. Feinberg finishing the seed for the third time.
Yeah.
We're at 32 minutes in. We could see another 3 completions from him here if he's able to run this seed as smoothly as he has been doing so far.
Cube out on 3 flat, apparently. Which I think we haven't seen so far.
Looks like amazing pace for him and does rip the strays in the distance. He only needs 4 rods, so is able to get them here. But a lot of skeletons as well, meaning he's likely unable to do the 0 cycle that we all want to see as he's taking damage from these skeletons. Arguably unnecessarily, with a skeleton coming in from afar as well. Going to increase that render distance, try and get that pearl hang to land.
Alright.
1.5
that is
hearts
scary.
left. 1 cooked cod still. We could see a hunger reset, but it's unlikely. It's likely we're just going to see him try and end-to-end quickly.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see a 0.
Crooks,
Crooks dying.
dies to the skeleton.
Oh no!
That's what you want to see if you're a Feinberg or Cube fan. You never want to see that happen. And Molly G, unfortunately, taking a death in the Bastion. Gonna go back to it, though. Not gonna reset here.
Yeah. No, I didn't expect that.
440 I Spy and a 443
Wow.
end enter.
That is going to be a seed best if he lands that one. Yeah, 1 cycle.
I'm not sure. 20 seconds behind. I don't think he entered 20 seconds slower on his run. He'll definitely improve his time, but I'm not sure if we're going to see him take over the 632 because this perch isn't the fastest.
Yeah, that's true, actually. It's going to be close. He could beat his own time, though, yeah.
Could do. And this is really, really tight between these runners so far.
Yeah.
Molly
I was
G
gonna
heading
say
back
top
to the
3.
Bastion.
Top 3 is very, very, like, seriously contending for first place still.
Feinberg
And-
entering this nether at about 152.
And he's still doing Woodlight, by the way. It's
Yeah.
crazy to me. Like, I don't know why. I could see, like, one of those Woodlights just lose him a minute for no reason. Sometimes we've seen that, but he must have, like, a good Woodlight setup that is fairly consistent.
Yeah, it seems to be working pretty well for him so far.
Yeah.
Don't quite see what Molly's done there. Did he quit? Did he quit the game?
Maybe?
Not 100%
He's
sure.
typing.
Pause, man.
Pause. I'm gonna check Discord real quick. No. All right. Well,
When Molly G raids the
yeah.
stream, I guess that
Molly.
means that
Yeah.
Molly's gonna
it is 9 a.m. for him, to be fair.
understood.
Yeah.
It's an unfortunate way to see one of the top runners go, but it does whittle it down to 3 runners remaining running this seed now.
That is
Does
true.
have one less perspective to watch. Feinberg seeing this issue that we saw earlier, whereby potentially, I think he's only got 12 pearls on his hotbar right now. He could be saving the rest of them in his inventory a little bit deeper away, so he doesn't pearl too much.
Yeah, Feinberg doing a cool pearl hang here, I think, for the 4 eyes. Out on 340. In the fortress at 340, actually. I don't know how this pace compares to his previous ones, but I think it's pretty good.
I think it is pretty decent. He's got 4 bits of food on his hotbar, so we could see a 0 cycle come out here potentially, as long as he doesn't take unnecessary damage to Blaze melee. Feinberg, you are absolutely dog shit at the game. I take back everything nice that I said about you ever.
Wow.
How are you getting meleeed? How are you getting meleeed when you're planning to do a 0 cycle? Shot in the back by a skeleton in the distance as well. There we go. Okay, he's ready to let his pearl hang land. 2 cooked cod. I'll be disappointed if he doesn't go for the 0 here. I think it's very possible. Sort of an unnecessary pearl. But gonna go for this portal build here. Takes another half heart of fall damage, and enters in here. Hopefully, we'll see him go for this zero cycle. He is going to be on full hearts. He does have one extra bit of food as well. Did he pre-craft or no? No. Okay, great. He's going to be a boring little bitch and go for the one cycle.
Wow, you say this, not me.
I'm comfortable to do so.
True.
He can easily craft those beds sometime in the run and save himself, potentially look to open up getting that seed best. He's got the most completions. He gets the seed best here and he wins he wins this round. I don't think that's the issue. Yes, he has another 20 minutes to do so, and he's only going to need to land 1 zero cycle. But oh my god, you can't get much of a better setup than that. You've got food, you've got all of the explosives you're going to need. Go for it, King. Oh my days!
Oh, no,
but we're going to see him wait for this perch. And
Cube did get a 645, by the way.
Does improve his own seed best a little bit.
Yeah.
And could be needed after Feinberg's good end enter here. But after not going for the zero, he's definitely not going to take first place, I don't think. He's definitely looking for second. 645 does give Cube a little bit of padding between him and third.
All right, because that gives him an advantage over... Wait, no, he already had a faster time than Feinberg by 1 second.
Only by 1 second.
Yeah,
so if we do see like a 648 come out here or something, then that's very good that Cube was able to finish out that time. Cube taking damage to these skeletons as well. Oh, very nice pearl route here. Going to land on the side of a second bastion to get over to the fortress. Crooks entering this stronghold at about 5:45. Not great pace in comparison to some of his other runs, but we could see him again go for this zero cycle. Pre-crafted beds, and we're likely to see that here. Feinberg getting the perch, not going to beat even his own seed best time.
Yeah, I almost forgot that Crook's time was so great, not because of his end entry, but because of his zero cycle. Which is
Yeah, I think it is a little bit slower that he's taking his extra time to oh my gosh, the bed clutch there for half a heart. Yeah, of course, pre-crafting, but also using the second stronghold rather than the 4-eye that we've seen the other two runners use. Interesting to see how important these rates truly are.
Yeah, that third bed is always super scary for me because the dragon is just not lined up with the setup, but somehow it still works.
And here we go, likely to beat Feinberg's seed best here with around about a 650.
Yeah.
Going to be entering this fountain here. Well done for Crooks. Good stuff. Cube also about to enter end at 424 with food in hand. I'm gonna lose it. You just could zero cycle here, man. Like, I don't know what you want me to say. Homie, like, please. Please, man. Far out. Okay.
Yeah.
19 minutes left, and we're going to see, again, an insane amount of completions on this seed. True. Feinberg already on...
4.
5? 4?
4. Cube on 3, Crooks on 2, and Molly on 1. So it's just a staircase, essentially.
Probably a 5 seed completion here for Feinberg. We could see maybe 6,
Yeah, I think we're going to see 6, actually. There is 19 minutes left, We're definitely going to see 6, actually.
Yeah, very, very likely to see 6 here. While Feinberg sets up this woodlight here. Really, really good route, I think, in my opinion. Entering again at 145 with the woodlight.
Nice. Do you think that's actually what might have lost him a bit of time, that woodlight? Or do you think his setup is so consistent that it basically doesn't make a difference?
I think it's pretty consistent so far.
Yeah.
I'm getting roasted in chat for not knowing how to zero cycle.
Hey, we're like, commentators here. We're not top runners.
Yeah. I'm not worrying about beating like the best times in the world here. We're facing off between the best RSG runner of all time, the world record holder in RSG at the moment,
You
who
broke the
just
bed.
misses a zero cycle. Hey, at least I can hit those. How about that? All right. Damn.
Wow.
Holy
Okay.
Cube. Come on. There we go.
So he's gonna need to wait for a second perch, which is completely vanilla, by the way.
T-Wag, hit me up when you get a sub 20.
Oh wow, he did get a sub 20.
In AA.
Yeah, but that counts, right?
Well, did he enter the end fountain or did he go through the end gateway? Huh?
Well, gateway, but
Yeah.
still.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no. Oh, is it verifiable? Are any of my PBs verifiable either? Who knows?
I was gonna ask. Is the one you already crashed verifiable? Oh my god.
Here we go. Cube having to wait for this second perch now. Oof. Feinberg with a little bit of a slower Bastion route here, I think.
Oh, I missed the hit me up when you're faster than Pizza Hut, and then Pete saying leave me out of this.
Yeah, that was the only reason I responded back with the sub 20 thing. Don't you worry.
Oh my god.
It wasn't just a mindless roast.
Anyway, Cube waiting for his second perch. Crooks, I believe, just exiting the Bastion at 3 minutes flat. And Feinberg going to the Fortress as well, right?
I think it just really shows how important this Pearl Hang by the 4-eye is, because Crooks having to kill those extra 3 blazes is actually really slowing him down. Like,
It really is, yeah.
It's super not disappointing, but unfortunate, I think, to see that his route is actually slower only because of the different stronghold. He clearly considered it earlier, but these strays could really help him out here, actually. We're seeing 5 strays on the screen. Oh my, this one actually could show as a new seed best here for Crooks. Taking his time.
Come on. Oh
and
my
I don't
god.
think this is gonna...
Cube is ruining Crooks to space.
It's true. Cube actually trying to sabotage Crook's pace here and succeeding on doing so. These strays really putting in the work, though, and that's the 6th rod. He's able to leave without having to clear out this spawner at all.
All right.
Clutches out with that boat and is going to be digging down, looking at a low 5
God.
end enter here, and this is a really, really good end enter. We were talking last
that
time.
could be huge.
Crooks, unfortunately, we're talking, maybe his overworld route's slower, but knowing the consistent zero cycle setup is really going to help him out here. And this time, we're looking at a very, very good end enter. You know, arguably...
I think the fastest.
Rivaling Finds and Cubes here. We can see
Yeah,
Feinberg only
but
entering
with
the
the
stronghold
cycle.
at about 5 minutes.
Wait.
Whereas Crooks, preparing for the 0.
Yeah, he has 7 beds. That should be more than enough. Come on, let's see it. Let's see a sub 6 on the seed. Please.
Can be done. Can he do it here? 5 minutes on the clock when he entered the end here with this extra pearl again. I'm not a fan of it, but he is.
I like it.
And it works. It works out for him every time. It's this tall setup, not using the tower to build out from.
Mining through that
And
wall actually
has
helps him getting blocks.
Plenty of time as well. Really good
All
damage
those
on those first 2 beds.
Wow.
Not amazing on the 3rd one.
The
like
third
you
is
say, but
always
really
stuffed,
good
yeah.
4th.
The 3rd is always bad.
We're gonna see a 6 bed here.
Oh
we're
my
gonna
god,
see
it's
a
a
6
5
bed here,
bed!
and we're gonna see
Oh,
a sub 6. Oh my!
He saved
days.
almost a whole minute. There is no
Save-
way.
Oh, that's
What is
absolutely
this?
out of this world. A minute faster than Feinberg and Cube's time here. Crooks really and truly showing.
54 sub 6 on the seed. Oh wow. I've never seen anything like it. That is crazy.
Having the fastest time on any seed before this week, and it looks at this rate that he is going to finish this week with the fastest time, not only across these 4 runners, but
Across the
potentially
whole
across
tournament.
every runner in the tournament. Exactly. A 5:54, the first sub 6 we've seen, and quite honestly, it could be the blimmin' last. These seeds have been insane today, and
And the
Crooks-
runners have been insane today as well, because you give these seeds to average runners They could probably get good enough times, but you would not see a sub 6 on this seed.
Never. Never seeing a sub 6 on this seed.
Oh wow, that is... Oh yeah, there is a pearl trade at the very start as well that Cube just picked up.
There
I
we go.
literally
And
just
that could
noticed
be
that.
that's sort of the difference between these runners' routes. Of course, Crook's deciding to skip the 2 bridge gold, meaning all of his trades are going to be at the top, which is that
Yeah.
little bit smarter. Feinberg getting
one
another
cycling.
completion though, and
Yeah.
actually pushing himself back up into joint first with Cube here.
Yeah, one more point for Feinberg. And as I told you, probably 6, maybe 7. No, not 7, there's no way. But 6 completions definitely for Feinberg. If he gets the next one.
Yeah, no longer on pace for that 7 completion time, but Cube definitely on pace to get this completion and one more, meaning that we're gonna need Crooks to finish out this run and maybe one more to try and put himself back into that second place spot.
Right
We're
now they
gonna
are
need
fighting
no
to
mistake.
not get third.
Exactly. All of these runners in and around that 15-point mark. But right now, even with the fastest time on the seed, because of those mistakes we saw earlier, the deaths in the Bastion, the deaths to the Skeletons, Crooks with the least number of completions out of these 3 runners on this seed, meaning that he's currently, even with the fastest completion, not going to be able to finish out this seed in the top 2.
Yeah. I'm making sure that the points are accurate, but I think that they are. Yeah. Feinberg gonna enter again with Woodlights. Is Crooks gonna be out of this bastion soon? Doesn't look like it, but Cube gonna enter the end on, I think, a pretty good pace. I see a 4 as the first number.
Yeah, 439 it looks like as he is blinding. No food though, so definitely not going to go for the 0 cycle here. But that seems to be okay. He's probably going to get one more run out of this as well. Feinberg with, again, a very, very clean Woodlight here. 141 nether entry.
That is very good. All right, and
Already
let's see if
starting the
Cube...
route.
So there is no way that Cube's time overtakes Crooks, actually. So actually the only point for Cube here is get that 1 point for the completion and try to get a good enough time that Feinberg can't overtake his.
That is the plan. If Cube can increase the benefits of his run, Feinberg really, like, the only way I think Crooks is going to stay in the top 2 is actually if Feinberg overtakes Cube. I think Crooks is relying on Feinberg to go fast.
Yeah. Yeah, actually. Oh, there's so many scenarios that can still happen in those last 9 minutes.
Yep. If Cube keeps his second place spot and Crooks finishes twice, if there's a single death, that will change things. If Feinberg decides to finish the seed in 644, that will change things. If Crooks gets another completion, that will change things. It's really impressive, but we're also seeing Crooks get ready to dig down at 435 again.
I think
he's on
Cube
pace.
got a slightly diagonal perch. Should be fine though. Oh yeah, it's completely fine.
Very, very clean from Cube. 4 beds coming out. Not going to improve his time, unfortunately. Really looking for Feinberg to up this time. If either of these runners do end up going for a 0 cycle, it really will push that time into like the guaranteed second place, I think.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're going to see Feinberg be able to do it. Just for the lack of food that he has left. Just not going to happen.
Yeah, that's true. We need to see a Hungary sub, but I don't think it's happening.
Ooh, Crooks.
Oh, let's
Going
go.
for the 0 cycle, it makes me scared every time.
It's not going to be
But
the
he's a very
554,
confident player.
but it is going to be another time. Another good time.
Potentially another sub or low 6 here.
Actually, Yeah, okay. I was gonna say maybe if you know that zero cycle is not gonna beat your previous time, you might want to just go for a one cycle, and guarantee a completion. But also, he needs to get a good time so that he can
He
get
has
one more
enough time
completion
next time.
going. Yeah.
Yeah.
So great play from Crooks, and he gets it again.
There
Is
it
that a
is.
fourth zero cycle here?
Uh,
Oh
I
my god.
I believe it could be.
I think
Feinberg,
Feinberg is.
half a heart, no
Yeah.
food. He's not going to
That's
finish
gonna
out
be
another
tough
seed.
here.
He needs to try to maybe take a death. Just take a death, I'd think,
You
and
think?
run
Oh
back.
yeah, and just try to finish in those 7 minutes.
Because he dies on his pearl hang.
Oh, true. Yeah, what does he do in this situation?
You
Uh,
never reset. You never reset. You only have 6.5 minutes left. That would be a seed best for you. I don't think that's... Respectfully, I don't think it's possible.
yeah.
Feinberg, don't take melee damage challenge. Oh, he passed. I don't know what the play is here. Ah, I hate this. I really, really hate this. Is he gonna try and make mushroom stew?
Oh, is he going to the other stronghold? Oh
No, he's only got
my!
4 rods. Oh wow.
He is
A
gonna try,
tie
I
between
think.
second and third place would push us
Uh,
into to checking the times between
oh,
both
that
seeds, the
ghast.
combination of
That
the
ghast is
fastest time.
obnoxious.
Gus is being a real pain in the backside here.
Yeah.
He's looking to try and get Mushroom Stew just to heal up a couple of hearts. Because he can't hunger reset here.
Ah. I'm just so nervous right now. There's so many things happening despite only having 3 POVs. So much pace everywhere. So Crooks is on his last run. Cube, I mean, everybody's on their last run currently. Even Feinberg.
Yes, yes, definitely now.
Right.
Gets some red mushrooms.
Yeah, let's
Pag.
go.
Able to eat up real quick to be able to heal up that health so that he can land the Pearl Hang.
And it's good. He knows he's not beating any time here, but he knows he's getting an extra completion, and that extra point that is gonna make all the difference.
No way is he going for 0 now, man.
Ooh,
He's
Feinberg?
pre-crafted
No,
the
no, no,
bears.
no. There's no way.
Pre-crafted.
No, I think it's just because he crafted some other things, so like he also thought he'd do the beds, but I don't think he's gonna go for 0 here. There's no way. Especially on a run where he knows he's not beating his time, right?
Exactly, right? Like, you don't do this ever. You never go for a 0 because there's no benefit. You won't beat your time. You've already... the only way you're gaining more points is by finishing the seed. So we're not going to see Hunger Reset. He's not going to 0 cycle, which is the correct play.
Oh, wow.
Cube getting bullied by this skeleton here.
Oh! Feinberg misplaced the obsidian. Okay,
Chat
it's gonna
setup,
need to
here we
chat
go.
cycle. At least he knows he's not getting an instant purge, so it's probably fine.
Mm-hmm. Has enough beds. He's okay.
Yeah. Oh, crafted
Making
some
a lot
armor.
of armor.
Oh, that's smart actually. So he knows he can lose a bit more health. I mean, it's not really needed here, but it's it's
Why didn't he
something.
make a chest plate? I mean, like,
Why not?
I don't know. Like,
Maybe he wants to do
there's not, like, any
360s,
benefit. Just
so he potentially will need more, more health.
yeah. Dre's for Crooks here. Oh, these mobs are really messing him up, though. That's really unfortunate.
Yeah.
Knocking Cube off the side. Grabbing an extra rod there, and then getting these 2 strays, and he's out. After killing these 2. Or pre-crafting as well. We could see another amazing run from Crooks here.
No shot. There's no shot he actually hits that. He is actually wasting a lot of time at this spawner, as you mentioned.
Yeah, I don't think he needs to PB, though. So I think we're okay. Needed one more run as well, so not gonna probably get the seed best time here. But Feinberg ready to go for this trad cycle setup. Does very
Yeah.
well on the first two beds. Not the best third, but able to finish it off in a 5 bed, very
Nice.
clean,
Yeah, very clean.
and brings his point total up to 16.
That is definitely the most we've seen in a single run or in a single match
And
by
that means
far.
at this point in time, we
Actually, Cube
need.
is also at 16, yeah. And Crooks is 1 point behind, but if he completes here, it might be an absolute tie, except Cube might get a 17th here. Which means that there's going to be a tiebreaker between Feinberg and Crooks, and I think it
But
could go in
Crook's
Crooks'
got the
favor.
fastest. Yeah, he's got a minute faster time on this seed. I think it's in his favor. I think Crooks takes second place here, and I think Feinberg takes third.
Oh, Crooks does have the fastest combined time, so it is over actually. If Cube completes, it is over. If Cube somehow chokes this one cycle, which he has done on this exact seed,
Hey, the zero cycle could go wrong for Crooks. I don't think it
I
will.
think
Cube also
it's
going for the
going
zero.
well for
For
both.
the one cycle even, and it's gone well for both of them.
Oh my god.
He has done it. Feinberg, unfortunately, from
Despite
first place in the first seed to third in the last, taking.
there is no way. There is no way you get 16 points and you get third. That was like the most, and that will be the most insane match we'll ever see. There is no way. It just doesn't go up from there. There's no way. Cube 17 points.
Cube cementing his place as the top runner in week 1, and I will put my balls on the line to say that he's going to be the top runner in seed 2 in week 2 as well. No one's beating 17 points this week. I don't care who
Surely
you
not.
are. It's
Yeah.
just so impressive. Fine with a good number of completions, but not able to beat out Cube's time. Not able to go for the zero cycle on the last seed. That damage really does really like put him down to a slower end one. But this group was an absolutely amazing watch. Thank you guys all for watching it alongside us. Hope you had a great time.
Yeah,
When
thank you
is
so
the
much for
next-
commentating. That was very, very
was great.
entertaining match. Yeah.
It was an honor to be able to commentate this one. This is a very impressive group. And I believe that the next match is on Saturday.
I believe so. I'm gonna check out the. Yeah, we have a match on Saturday. Group E: Boskar, Deck, Maljack, and Ankoboy. Yeah, the next matches are actually a bit spread out. It's gonna be 23rd, 26th, and 30th because obviously we couldn't do groups based on like time zones here. So people have schedules and we had to spread them out a bit. But yeah, we're gonna finish week 2 on the 30th. So it will last a few more days, and then we will have week 3. Very interesting one.
That was one of the best. It felt like a grand final.
Yeah, it really did. I'm not gonna lie.
Truly felt like a grand final with 4. Oh my gosh, 4 of the best runners in the game. 3 of them able to get over 10 points. Not only over 10 points, we've not seen more than one runner get more than 10 points? Question mark? No, we did see that last week, right?
Yeah.
A few runners got 10 points in the same group.
Yeah.
But only 1 or 2. I don't think we've seen 3 runners get over 10 points in
We
a group.
definitely
And these guys
haven't.
these guys haven't all got over
I
10.
think-
They've all got over 15.
Yeah, I think the closest we've had was Pete, actually, in his group, getting 7 points and getting third. And that was like he was like the top of the people who got third. He had the most points. So yeah, definitely nobody came close to 10 in third position. So yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Feinberg actually second in the overall points tally, but does need to make sure he finishes top two to ensure that he doesn't bow out of this tourney early.
Yeah, definitely.
Very, very interesting.
But with their performances from today, I'm not too worried. I'd be more worried if I was facing them, actually.
Yeah, yeah, very true.
But yeah, so we'll be back. The next three matches will be streamed on T-Wax's channel because I will be away for this time. And yeah, I think that's about it. We do have, I need to remember that, we do have an exclamation mark donate command. So if you enjoyed this match and you want to see more exciting tournament matches, you should donate to this link. 75% of the donations will go towards the top three runners, and 25% will go towards people helping behind the scenes, whether that's seed finders, maybe commentators, I don't really know, but like people who made the website, for example, the mod, and yeah, all that jazz.
There we go. Right. Thank you very much, Antoine, for inviting me into the booth for this one. This one's been a really, really good one. It did truly feel like a grand final, but this is just week 2 of ESI. Don't forget ESI2.fun to go and check out the schedule, the players, everything around and behind the scenes. There's a Discord to be joined as well. You guys can hang out over there, post your favorite clips and such. Please don't post the one about me getting angry at Feinberg, please. And yeah, I think that's going to be the last ESI for a few days now. No!
Yep.
But the next one's over on T-Wag's channel, and I'm going to look forward to that one. Thank you very much, Antoine, for inviting me into the booth.
Yeah, no problem. And that being said, we will see you guys later.